Welcome to Living History UK. My name's Steve Davis, and this is what the average British Airborne infantryman would have wore at Arnhem in 1944. So this is the collarless shirt. As you can see, it's got 3 buttons down the front. It's long sleeved with buttons on the cuffs too. The British Army did move to a collared version of the shirt towards the end of the war. Okay, so the next item we've added to the mannequin is the battle dress blouse. Battle dress was introduced to the British Army in 1937, and as you can see, it's a very high-waisted garment, and that design was very purposeful, for the inspiration for battle dress was actually taken from a 1930s ski suit. Battle dress in the field was a very practical garment to wear, and in fact it was so popular that the Germans and also the Americans actually copied the design. Okay, so the next piece of kit to be added to the airborne soldier of 1944 is the Denison smock, a troop favourite which rapidly became part of the fabric and identity of an airborne soldier, almost as iconic as the maroon beret. 2 more items have been added to our airborne soldier from 1944. Firstly, the lightweight respirator, and the strap for this is running across the centre of the chest, and we'll touch briefly on that shortly. But secondly, and dominating the shot, is the 37 pattern web equipment set. Now on the front we can see these 2 large pouches, and these are called basic pouches, and contained in these pouches are the following: 2 Bren magazines filled with 303 rounds, and secondly a bandolier containing 50 rounds, but also 2 Mills bombs or hand grenades. Looking at the reverse of the mannequin, you can see the lightweight respirator haversack, a much more slimmed down and practical version than the one that the British Army took to war in 1939. You can also see the entrenching tool head and helve, and also now the addition of what's called the toggle rope. The toggle rope was a very versatile piece of kit and had almost a limited number of uses. Primarily it could be used to build ladders, to create tow ropes, to use as an abseiling rope, and also to create rope bridges too. One of the final pieces of kit to be added to the jigsaw was the haversack, or small pack as it's also known. Inside the haversack was a number of items, including but not limited to your mess tins, your wool pullover, your emergency ration, your wash roll, and also your 24-hour ration packs, which the troops carried into Arnhem in 1944. So the final 3 items to be added, and starting from the top, is the steel helmet, or the helmet steel airborne troops, as it was also known. Moving down in this cotton bandolier is 50 rounds of 303 ammunition, all stored on clips containing 5 rounds per clip. And the final item is the number 4 Lee Enfield rifle. So the standard weapon used by British infantry in 1944 was the number 4 Lee Enfield rifle. Number 4 was essentially an improved version of the Mark III. And as you can see, it's a bolt action rifle. It's capable of holding 10 rounds, and to load the rounds into the magazine, you open the bolt, you take one of the stripper clips and then empty the rounds into the magazine. The magazine is capable of holding 10 rounds. One of the main differences between the number 4 and the Mark III was the bayonet, or sword if you have a certain persuasion. The bayonet for the number 4 was much shorter and nicknamed the pig sticker, and it was developed as it was much more practical for urban warfare. During Operation Market Garden, British troops faced much stiffer opposition than they were led to believe, and coupled with the slow advance of 30 Corps, the men became surrounded and they dug in to form a small defensive pocket at Oosterbeek. Although they were inadequately armed for the task that they faced,
They made great use of their kit, and men such as John Baskerville of the South Staffs managed to take out at least 2 Tiger tanks and 1 self-propelled gun, utilising a 6-pounder anti-tank gun. Also, Major Kane of the South Staffs, who, firing a Piat, took out a Tiger tank while severely wounded. The operation was a huge blow for the Allies, but vital lessons were learnt. Airborne troops would not be used by the Allies until Operation Varsity in 1945, which became the biggest airborne operation of all time.